Cavendish is down with a big crash here, and Cavendish really is holding his head there. Oh, Cavendish down, and this is not good news.
Mark Cavendish. For 38-year-old Mark Cavendish, a ghastly crash suddenly brought his Tour de France glorious moments to a screeching halt. Normally, Cavendish is one of those athletes that gets up very fast immediately after a crash, but this time it was totally different. During the 8th stage, just between Libourne and Limoges, France, on that fateful Saturday morning, Cavendish immediately knew something was terribly wrong after the crash. With just a little over 60 kilometers to go in the 8th round, Cavendish fell on the ground, clinched to his left arm as he laid on the pavement, languishing in abject pain.
And he knows immediately he's holding the right shoulder, and oh no, Cavendish is trying to be sitting up here. The doctors know they've got to check.
Out of concern, cyclists in the vicinity immediately pulled on their brakes and rushed to his rescue. A few moments later, the British cyclist was loaded into an ambulance and taken for medical attention before the formal announcement for Cavendish's withdrawal from the contest was announced.
Is this the end of the Tour de France for the Manx missile? It unfortunately looks like it is. And I know that we shouldn't be filming.
Needless to say, this unfortunate crash crushed his record dream at the Tour de France 2023.
I think this is it. I think it's game over, and Cavendish knows. Can he get back on the bike? I don't know if he can. And look at the face of Cavendish and the realization that it's over.
2. Fabio Jakobsen. An absolutely hellish crash just at the end of the first stage of the Tour of Poland sent fans and observers into a moment of shock when Fabio Jakobsen brutally crashed into the side barricades. Check this out.
Up against Jakobsen, Groenewegen, Jakobsen, oh, Jakobsen into the bars! Absolutely hellish crash!
Dylan Groenewegen of Team Jumbo-Visma strayed from his line during the closing sprint of Stage 1 in Katowice, Poland, causing Jakobsen to crash into a barrier at an insanely high speed. 23-year-old cyclist Fabio Jakobsen from the Netherlands, who rides for De Koning Quickstep, was seriously injured in the crash. Unfortunately, the crash was so severe that it sent him into a medically induced coma. Jakobsen tweeted for the first time after 2 months of being hospitalized. Sources say the Dutch cyclist suffered serious injuries to his head and face, to the point that he required reconstructive surgeries for his upper and lower jaw.
Yeah, we were after climbing the downhill, the wind took his front wheel and he went like really hard on the floor with, I think we were going 60-65 k an hour, and yeah, it was really bad.
3. Chris Froome. 38-year-old Kenyan-British cyclist Chris Froome, who won cycling's most prestigious race in 2013, 15, 2015, 2016 and 2017, shocked the cycling world when he crashed at speed, competing in the Critérium du Dauphiné near Rouen, central France, ahead of the 4th stage time trial.
It's been a long road back for me since that big crash.
When I saw the crash, I actually thought, this is it, he's not going to make it.
Froome had to endure a 6-hour procedure that went very well, according to team physician Richard Usher, after being originally evaluated at Rouen Hospital and then transported there. He said,
"He was airlifted to hospital in Saint-Etienne and has since been operated on."
Chris woke up this morning and was revived by the intensive care consultants and the orthopedic specialist who operated him, and they're both very happy with his progress to date. Usher continued, Chris will remain in hospital for the next few days for observation, but he is already actively engaging in discussing his rehabilitation options, which is very encouraging. Moving on to number 4 on our list is Lorena van Riessen. After colliding with Katie Marchand in the velodrome, Dutch cyclist Lorena van Riessen broke her collarbone, broke her ribs, and also had a bruised lung, but claims she didn't remember what happened. While Van Riessen, who was still lying on the track injured, was being attended to by medical personnel, Marchand was able to get back up and finish the race. Van Riessen cannot recall what happened with Marchand, according to a representative for the Dutch track, but she is reportedly feeling well. She is well, but can't remember the fall they began. She was able to make it clear that the pain mainly concerns her shoulder. The team doctor is with her. Despite the fact that the collision eliminated Marchand's chances of winning a medal in the Keirin, she said her main focus immediately after the race was for the well-being of Van Riessen. Before the calamity struck on the last lap of their semi-final, the two cyclists were expected to advance.
Wonder if there is any chance at all of those riders. This is the grainy helicopter shot. I think we've seen enough of this shot, really.
Yeah.
But he dropped
5. Remco Evenepoel. 23-year-old Belgian professional cyclist Remco Evenepoel got caught up in a horrific crash which sent him plummeting down 30 feet into a ravine during the Giro di Lombardia in 2020. The cycling prodigy from Belgium fell off a bridge while on a descent, and his De Koning Quick-Step team confirmed him to be conscious and undergoing evaluation before being transported in an ambulance to Como Hospital. CBC Cycling reported Davine Bramati, the sporting director for De Koning Quick-Step, as quoted by Sporza. "We didn't see the fall ourselves, we only heard about it on the race radio. When we saw that Remco's data had stopped, we already thought it was him. When we got there, all I saw was his bike. A bike without a rider, that's not a pleasant sight. I walked straight down and quickly saw that he was okay. He could talk and said he had pain in his right side. He's in the hospital now with the doctor, Patrick Lefevre, and his family. I think he'll be alright, but may the bad luck stop for us now." Meanwhile, Evenepoel was already ahead of all other riders, with 9 victories already to his credit in that season. These are some of the craziest and wildly shocking cycling crashes to have rocked the cycling world in recent times. Tell me what you think about them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, but before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more interesting cycling content like this one. See you next time.